Do you think that homosexuality existed in Africa before Europeans came? No homo.
That's an abomination.
Is this where the freak flag flies?
The what?
The freak flag flies. Is this where
With the gays and the bis?
Tell me.
The trisexuals, yes, this is our town.
St. Patrick's Parade, they threw me out in the city. No, they said no gay people allowed. It's the only parade that they said that.
They actually said no gay people allowed?
Gay parade. And I said I am lesbian, they don't believe me.
Do you think that it's because a lot of the guys really wanted to sleep with you?
Yeah, no, because they can use my clothes. They are in the closet. They are jealous.
Is there a certain style of music that would be considered gay?
Well, I think gay music, if you want to call it that, is really about self-expression, getting yourself out there, putting yourself out in like an exposed kind of way, and a lot of other music kind of boxes you into something that is expected.
I'm making a really broad stereotype here, but you guys are all 100% hardcore heterosexual, right?
No.
That's a joke.
Everybody's face went blank
being gay and part of it.
What do you feel about gay and lesbians?
Well, my personality, I can't control the next brother or sister or lifestyle or what they choose, but I know what I like. What I like is women. Right. But now, if the next brother chooses to be with a man, that's his.
How do you feel about that?
Personally, honestly, the Bible says God made Adam and Eve. Every cultural aspect in life, from Afrocentric, Kemetic, all the way down to European, at one time did not deny it. They did not like it. But
what do you feel about? How do you feel about?
Well, of course, I don't support that foolishness.
I honestly think it's no one's business. Like, if I'm happy with the person I'm happy with, you should just live your life. Like, if I can understand if me and my spouse is going crazy on everyone, but if I'm happy and I'm living my life and I'm just walking down the street, how does that affect you in any way?
Because, see, you got to look at it. We got our babies walking up and down the street. You see what I'm saying? So when you see two men, I'm walking up and down the street, and my son got to look at two men holding hands and kissing. Hell no, that right there. That's an abomination. That's not
to have a life and have a choice of his own. And then you also say that God is a creator.
So we're all children. See, that's how the white man wants you to think. Okay. He wants you to think. He wants you to accept homosexuality in your life.
Do you think that homosexuality didn't exist in Africa?
No.
Before?
No, none of that. That never existed in our culture.
Do you think that the white man created homosexuality?
Created?
Yeah.
No.
There's a creation of homosexuality?
I guess so. That's what he told me.
I don't listen to that. I don't believe that.
Did the white man create homosexuality?
It's not like a disease.
I think the term homosexuality is something that came about with European and American mentality as a form of creating a safe space for a lot of people that really only wanted to express themselves sexually in one way.
Go back to the history of the Greek.
People in the Greeks, Roman time, having sex with boys. Little kids is having sex with grown men.
I mean, you can go back to Grecian Roman times, where men did engage in open sexual relationships with people, but it was never considered oh, I'm gay, because that was not right by social standards.
As gay black men, do you feel that there's a strong stigma behind it still?
Yeah.
Really?
Within our own community, I believe, yes. I just think that people still really hold true to a lot of stigma, unnecessarily.
Do you think that rap has a lot to do with it?
Yes, some. Because what they say doesn't preach always what they are really behind that.
How do you feel about a lot of rappers being fuck that gay shit, this is straight rap only, and then they take their shirts off and talk about their daddies? Who is the gay rapper?
Lil Wayne, I would say.
I don't know.
So many, but...
Is that more because you want to would you want to sleep with Lil Wayne, or is it just because you think he's...
I just love him. He's the best singer. I love his video. It's fantastic.
Do you think that Queen Latifah plays for the same team?
I don't think so. I love her. She doesn't... I never seen her coming out of character with her music.
But do you think that Queen Latifah plays for the other team?
If I'm not affecting you in a negative way or at all, then why do you care? The Bible says that lesbians and gays, he loved them, but he don't like their lifestyle because it's a sin. He doesn't like it because two men will never can be able to make a baby and two women can't. It's a sin. God made a man and a woman. God is wise. He would never make a mistake, and he never will make a mistake.
How long have you been in the practice of fatherhood?
I've been ordained for 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you Catholic?
No, Lutheran.
Lutheran?
I serve that church right there.
Okay. Do you attend this church?
Yeah, I do. He's my husband.
Okay, now we're getting into some crazy
We're legally married
shit.
in the state of New York. We're high school sweethearts, and now we're in our 50s.
How did that work out?
If two men would adopt a boy, and these two gays is having sex, booking each other in the behind, like a dog, and that little boy is growing up, he's seeing it in the house, he gonna go to school and start touching other little boys, and a lot of people don't like that, and it's gonna be a problem.
See my daughter, do my daughter.
Chocha. Oh, nice.
Fruity without banana.
Man, those are some big nuts.
If you look at the animal kingdom, there are gay relationships in almost every species.
Now,
and yet they tell us it's not natural. Tell that to the swans and the zebras and the lions and the giraffes and the elephants.
To me, honestly, when you take heed and you pay attention to someone's relationship that's not straight, I think they want to come out the closet, but they don't know how to because they're not brave enough.
Do you think it's more acceptable for women to be homosexual than men?
Women is more easy to get along with than men because a lot of people do not want to be around men because they don't want to think about what goes on. If anything, people want to be around the women because it's so much more outgoing, and you're women, there's nothing to input. You know what I mean?
You think that sometimes people assume you're not as intimidating or you're not as dangerous?
Because the straight men feel uncomfortable in front of two gay men, but in front of two women, they love to be there because they feel free.
When you were in school, were you guys holding hands?
No, not in those days.
Actually, you mean in high school?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It was all on the down low.
You some DL brothers? Okay.
We would go parking. Yeah.
We had girlfriends and we'd go off and park together.
I personally think that PDA is disgusting, and it doesn't cause any sort of sexuality, it just causes perversion. Keep your tongues in your mouths in public, folks. Do you agree?
I definitely agree, strongly agree. I think that's the best saying for this year. Keep your tongues in your mouth.
Now this is going on YouTube. What do you think are going to be some of the stereotypes or statements that they say about you in the comment box below?
Fags,
that's the easy one. Yeah.
Standard.
What do you think the world has to say about you?
That I'm crazy for not wearing sleeves on a day like today.
Hopefully, that this is the average of what gays are, out of the box and just kind of normal people.
I think that people are gonna say I probably am boxed in because of the way that I present myself, that no matter what I say, I'm going to have the gay perspective.
Ooh, sweetie. Lady with the legs. That's so chauvinistic. That is horrible. Check back next week for a new episode of Stereotypes where we'll be talking to people who have a passion for listening to their own music. Those arrogant bastards.